So hey, what is up people, welcome back to another brand new video. So in this video I'll be teaching you how can you make an epic PUBG montage thumbnail which will be looking like this. So it's very easy and awesome. All you is just need to download my pack. My pack link is available in my description, so please go and check it out. Actually it's a ad encrypted link, you can skip ad and download it. And if you haven't already followed me on Instagram and my other social medias, the links are given in the description, so please go and check them out. And if you have any queries and questions related to me and my channel, so please DM me or message me in Instagram. I'll definitely reply to you. And also please do subscribe to my channel, guys. We are really close to 200 subscribers. And yeah, subscribe and turn on notification bell, so whenever I post a new video you will get notification ASAP. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, you have to go to Pixel Lab and click on edit, and now you have to type the name of your montage. And for my thumbnail I'm writing it as a playdate montage. And now go to AV font and select Morganite. I think I've used it no. Anyway, so I'm gonna search it here. It's sorry, I'll just be confused about this. Okay. So now we are using Morganite Black, and the link of the font will be available in my pack. You can extract it and download it. And you have to copy the text and decrease the size. And again you have to go to the fonts and you have to select NAUSCA. And after that you have to change your text. Like for my thumbnail I'm writing a PUBG montage. And after that if you get something like this, you have to just decrease and align it to the middle or the top of the background. And after that you have to transparent it and save it in very high quality or ultra. And now let's move on to PSCC. So now we are in PSCC and you have to click on the plus and you have to make the width as 1920 and the height as 1080. Yeah, and it's done. And you have to click on the plus icon. You have to import the screenshot which will be in my pack. So this is and this screenshot pack, this video will be available in my description, so please go and check it out if you want the full screenshot pack. And you have to make something like this, and after that you have to decrease the opacity, and again you have to click on transform and you have to zoom out the image to remove the black bars. And now you have to make the opacity into 100. After that you have to increase the size of the PNG image of the character which is in the background screenshot, and the link of the PNG will be available also in my pack. You can download it. Yep, it's done. And after you have to go to the background layer. Before that you have to import the screenshot which I've used. Like for the background we are using a different color, so you will get a screenshot. You have to download it from my pack. And after that you have to go to the background layer and click on effects and go to tint. Here you can go to the toolbar option and you can select like this, and after that the color will change something into like this. After that you have to duplicate the background and you have to overlay it, and by decreasing the opacity of the duplicate layer background you can make it as 50 or 40. And also you have to delete the layer like screenshot, and after that you have to merge the both backgrounds. And after that you have to go to the character PNG and go to tint, and now you have to increase the luminosity and decrease the intensity into 30 so that it can match the background. And after that you have to select the pixels of the PNG image and go to the background and click on layer from selection. And after that bring the selection layer to the top of the PNG and make it as overlay and decrease the opacity. You can choose it to 50, between 40 and 50. It depends on your thumbnail designing. And after that you have to match the both layers. And after that you have to go to the background and click on lighting, and you can you have to make something like this, which creates a vignette effect. And after that you have to make a empty layer, and you have to bring it back to the PNG image. And again you have to go to brush tool and enable the show pointer and select the dark you have to select the dark image which is in the background, and you have to copy the same settings which I'm using for the brush. You have to make the flow 51 and hardness as 40 to 50%, and if you want you can also decrease or increase the size. You have to make a outline around the character, and after that you have to fill it. And if you want any changes between size and hardness, you can also adjust them. And after it's done, you have to disable the show pointer, and you have to increase the background as much as you can. You have to click on the Gaussian blur 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as much as you can do. And after that you have to linear dodge it, and you have to make the duplicate layer, and after that you have to overlay it, or you have to linear dodge it, and you can decrease the opacity, and you have to merge it again. And again you have to make an empty layer and select pixels of the PNG character image, and you have to go to fill and stroke and make it as default. And again you have to go to the Gaussian blur and increase the size as much as you can. And after that you have to go to the layers and decrease the opacity into 90%. And now I think it's looking very clean and good. And if you want you can also decrease the and you have to match the both. And again now it's time to the text thing. You have to go to the import the text, which we did in the Pixel Lab. And after importing the text you have to separate the layers, like you have to separate playdate and you have to separate the PUBG montage text. And after separating you have to close the second text, and you have to increase the first text. And after that you have to select the pixels and go to the end, and you have to create an empty layer and select the pixels of the text and go to gradient and make a gradient like this. You can also take the screenshot, and after that delete the second layer, the white color text layer. And after that you have to create an inner shadow like this. We have created a inner shadow of it, and now you have to place the second text right here. But before that you have to create an empty layer and bring back to the down, and you have to select the pixels of the text and go to fill and stroke and go to the stroke layer, and again you have to select the darkest color in the background and increase the stroke. And after giving the stroke you have to make a selection like this, and again click on end and go to fill and stroke and change the type to fill and fill it. And now our first text is done, and you have to merge the both stroke layer and the first text layer. And now enable the second text and bring it back to the up and place it in the between of the text and increase the size. After increasing, go to you have to make a duplicate like empty layer and make a selection like this. And after that, fill it with the same color which we use for the stroke background for the first text. And if you get something like this, you can give it a skew and etc. After that, go to the second text and go to gradient, and now you have to create a gradient in a horizontal way like this. And after that, you have to merge it with the stroke layer, and now go to transform, and now you have to enable the skew. And also for the first text, you have to enable the skew. And after that, you have to go to the transform of the first layer. You can also adjust it in a very clean way like this. And if you want, you can also decrease the size. It's looking very good, but you have to enable the shadow for it. For the second text, you can enable the shadow, like you can copy the settings of the shadow like this. Distance 23 and intensity you can make it as 50% and blur into 16%. That it looks very good. And you can also change the changes. It's looking very good. And now we have to add some textures. Before that, you have to merge the both first and second layers, and you can increase the size of it. You have to make something like this, and you have to lock the aspect ratio and give it, if you want, you can also give it some skew again. And after doing this, we are gonna import some textures. So I'm gonna add some textures like this, and the link and the textures will be available in my pack. You can check them out. So now I'm going to take this, and after importing, you have to make linear dodge it, and you have to decrease the opacity, and you can add any textures you want. after that you can if you want more glow, you can duplicate the glow layer and linear dodge or overlay it. It depends on you. If you want more glow, you can linear dodge or overlay and decrease the opacity, and you can do it more 2-3 times for more glow, but linear dodge it and decrease the opacity. So I think my glow is enough. Yeah, it's looking really cool. And now you don't forget to merge all the layers, because by merging it can create some more effect for the character PNG also. You have to merge it step by step, character and the glow first, and textures first, and after that character in the background, and after that textures with text. Yeah, and after doing this you have to directly click on merge visible and you have to say it. And now let's go to Lightroom. Okay, so after importing the image, you have to copy all the settings which I'm doing here. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you like it, make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up, and also please do subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos like this. So please make sure you like it, guys, because this video is 20 minutes and it took 5 GB of the space. So please like it, and also please subscribe, and I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, take care. I love you all 3000 times.